morning, my students.
Morning, Miss.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
Very well, Miss. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. So before we continue the lesson, let's pray together. Pray start. Pray end. Okay, is there anyone absent today?
No, Miss.
Very good. I think some of you still feel sleepy, right? So I provide the song video entitled Are You Sleeping, Brother John? Are you familiar with this song?
No, Miss.
Let me share screen about the video. Can you see this
Yes,
video?
Miss. Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, now let's sing together and please turn on your microphone.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dang dong. Ding dang dong. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dang dong. Ding dang dong.
So, what do you feel, my students? Are you happy?
Yes, Miss. I'm so excited.
Yeah, are you ready to join my class?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So before we continue to the lesson, let me to explain about our rules in my class. So the rules is in my class such as you need to turn off your microphone when I explain the material, and you can turn on your microphone when I asking questions, or you can answer my questions. So far, do you get my point, my students?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Very good. Now let me share screen about our material today. Can you see the slide, my students?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, today we learn about narrative text. So before we continue the material, can you tell me the definition of narrative text?
Can I, Miss?
Yeah, Suarwipa, please.
Okay. Narrative text is a kind of text which tell a story based on a series of events.
Great answer, Wipa. One bonus point for you. So here I will explain more detail about the definition of narrative text. Narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people, and the purpose is to amuse or to entertain the reader with a story. So based on my definitions, do you have read the narrative text, my students?
Yes, Miss.
What the
Yes,
title
Miss.
of narrative text that have you read?
Timun Mas, Jakataru.
Cinderella.
Pinocchio.
Very good, my students. So now I will continue about the generic structure of narrative text. There are three basic generic structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, the second is complications, and the third is resolutions. Orientation, it is about the opening paragraph where the character of the story are introduced, person, time, and place. And complications is where the problems in the story develop, and the resolutions is about where the problems in the story is solved. But sometimes the generic structure in narrative text can be content of orientation, complications, evaluations, resolutions, and reorientations. So evaluations contains of controlling and evaluating a love adventure or conflict, and reorientations contain the conclusions of the end story. And here I provide an example of narrative text. And the title is The Smart Monkey and the Dull Crocodile. So here you can read the text and you can work in group to answer the questions. And I provide 5 minutes to read and also answer the questions. Okay, have you finished, my students?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Have finished.
Very good. Now, who can answer the question number 1?
Can I, Miss?
Yeah, Jagat, please.
The orientation part one is one day there was a monkey. He wanted to cross a river. There he saw a crocodile. The time set is just one day. The story takes place in a river.
Very good answer, Jagat. So, the orientation part is one day there was a monkey. He wanted to cross a river. There he saw a crocodile, and the time set is just one day, and the story takes place in a river. And then, who can answer the question number 2?
I want to answer, Miss.
Yeah, Yuli, please.
The compilation is the second paragraph. The crocodile was very hungry. He stopped in the middle of the river and said to the monkey,
Yeah, good answer, Yuli. And then the complication part start when the crocodile wants to eat the monkey. The crocodile was very angry. He stopped in the middle of the river and said to the monkey. And then who can answer the question number 3?
May I, Miss?
Yeah, Wipa, please.
The resolution part is in the story. The monkey succeeds to solve the problems. He gets free from the hungry crocodile, and the crocodile agreed and turned around. He swam back to the bank of the river as soon as they reach the river bank. The monkey
Yeah.
jumped off the crocodile's back.
Yeah. Great answer, Wipa. The resolution part is start from the monkey success to solve the problem. He get free from the hungry crocodile, and the crocodile agree and turn around. He swam back to the bank of the river. As soon as they reach the river bank, the monkey jump off and the crocodile's back. So based on your answer, I think all of you can understand about the narrative text. So now I would like to conclude today's our lesson. Today, we learn about narrative text, which an imaginative story to entertain people. After that, we also learn about the generic structures of narrative text. There are three generic structure of narrative text, such as orientation, complications, and resolutions. But sometimes the narrative text also contains about evaluations and reorientations. And the last, we also learned about the example of narrative text entitled The Smart Monkey and the Dull Crocodile. So before I end the class, do you have any questions about narrative text, my students?
No, Miss.
No, Miss.
No, miss.
Very good. Now, I will give you on homework. Please make your own fable narrative text and you can submit in Google Classroom. And do you understand, my students?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. Before we end the class, let's pray together. Pray start. Pray end. I think that's all for today. See you next week, my students.
See you, Miss. Have a nice day.
See you, Miss.